welcome to my channel. My name is Destiny. I have been playing a lot of Palia, and we have finally received a developer's update to what are some features that are upcoming, so I did want to do a video to go over it. If you are new to my channel, welcome on in. If you are coming back, welcome back. Now let's get into it. So with the developer, welcome to the first of many dev updates for Palia. Dev updates are regular check-ins from the Palia development team where we cover your most requested features and hot topics of the day. We aim to have these out to you at least monthly with respect to our current development status. While we won't be able to cover all the excellent and helpful feedback we've received across Discord, Reddit, and our socials and surveys, we are excited to kick this off by talking about some of the frequently requested features players have been asking for that are already in the works. They are listening to us. Okay. Coming soon, decor interactivity, sitting, lying down, and generally interactable furniture. So this is most likely going to be inspired by Animal Crossing, where you were able to interact with the furniture. What players are asking for, more things to do with all of the decor you're collecting, particularly being able to sit on chairs, lay on beds, etc. It has been on our wish list for a long time, and we're finally jumping in head first. While we know that the top request is for sitting on chairs, some technical hurdles have caused it not to be the first edition we'll be making in this area, but we are focused on overcoming those and delivering that feature soon. We are actively working on sitting, laying down, turning lights on and off, opening and closing cabinets and drawers, and turning the water on and off. To help you hold over until we deliver sitting on decor, we'll be adding a /sit and /kneel emote to your default loadout in upcoming patches. So they say upcoming patches. So this is not to say it's going to be coming up in the next patch. As we know, the Magi Market is coming tomorrow. So that most likely will be an update to the game, and your game will update and it will be there. Or it could already technically be in there and just be unlocked without an update. I don't know. Improvements to the crafting workbench. There has been a lot of requests for menu and interface improvements to the crafting workbench. As players learn more and more decor recipes, it can get pretty tedious to scroll through the menu if you want to make a few dozen candles, arrows, or smoke bombs. Robust workbench filtering and crafting in stacks is currently in development, and we aim to have this out in the next 2 months. Live issues could delay release, and these features are currently a priority. So far, we are having upcoming patches next 2 months. So at least we are maybe getting a timeline as to what's going on. The request system is intended to be a quick and easy way of altruistically helping other players in your area or that you have an established social connection with. It is a gifting system. Our current assessment of this iteration of the system is that it's not living up to its potential, and so we're making the following set of changes over the next several patches. Again, several patches. So hopefully we get some more updates, maybe like every 2 weeks or so, please. I would like to stay interested, just keep me there. Allowing request fulfillment from storage anywhere. So as the system currently works, you have to have the item in your inventory in order to gift it. With this feature, that will allow you to be able to just have it in your storage, and you don't have to go to storage to go ahead and fill the request. Increasing clarity on request cooldowns. So far, you're able to request about 5 items, and it's within a certain time period. That much I don't know about yet, but this will help. Reducing the cooldown sharply. So the days go by. Like, there's so much you can do in Palia in such a short amount of time that reducing the cooldown on how many times you can request items is definitely going to help a lot players be able to advance a lot more quicker in whatever they are looking to do. The ability to request star quality items. So this is not like top priority of what I would say is something that I would want. But it would be nice if you are looking to do a certain something with star items. The request system is not meant to be a replacement or stand-in for an open trading system in Palia, which we discuss more directly in the future blog post on economy. In a future blog post. So we are looking at future trading systems as well. New character customization features. We already announced that beards are on our list. A few weeks ago, we verified that some of the performance concerns with adding these for lower end machines have been brought within the budget, so look forward to a world full of furry faces in a Palia near you very soon. Lighter skin tones was also a popular request and are very much on our list. They have actually been blocked for a while now due to lighting concerns. Specifically, lighter skin tones appear blown out by our current lighting at various times of the day. Luckily, we have an experienced lighting artist looking into not just enabling these lighter skin tones, but also a variety of lighting improvements across the play experience that will come over time. Palia just had an update patch that blew up the brightness within the game. So everything was color toned a lot brighter. Some people considered it less cozy. I'll have the two different things there. And so it did change and alter the look of the game. So skin tones is definitely something that it's not going to look good when we're having memes of vampires sparkling in the sunlight in Palia. Of course, we wouldn't be able to make this you wouldn't be able to make this change without another hotly requested character customization feature. Add the ability to customize core aspects of your character post character creation. Please, please let us change our usernames. I did a oopsie and I chose a username that is not recognizable. I need to be recognized by my friends. I need the validation. I'm a needy person. I need to be able to be seen. See me. We will add this feature alongside the new feature of content that requires it in order for existing players to experiment with the new options. So they will be because we have creators already created, it'll be beneficial for us to be able to like utilize more of these character creation features that possibly you wouldn't be able to change in the future. But because we already have characters with a limited character customization, hopefully this time this will allow us to be able to make some of those changes. Gardening, ability to destroy crops to rearrange soil plots. Did you plant a seed in the wrong plot, or maybe you just earned a new crop and want to try it out right away? Well, another quality of life feature currently in development is the ability to destroy your crops so you can rearrange your plots right away. We'll be sure to share all the details of how this works in future patch notes when it releases. We don't currently have a hard date attached, but it is in the works. I kind of hate that it'll be destroyed. The idea that like you don't just like undig the seed out and that seed is completely gone is not something I'm very much like interested in, you know? But I completely understand. Folks who have been playing through, you've probably completed one of the first temples that Gina has wanted you to investigate and are thirsty for more. If not, don't worry, take your time getting there. I'm one of those people that's taking my time. For those who have, you'll notice there's a couple more spots in the Night Sky Temple that haven't been activated. You'll be happy to know that we'll be continuing to add onto that story as we update the game. We hope that you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, and we're excited to give you more. You can think of what we've delivered as simply the prologue to a story that we hope will bring players for as long as you'll have us. We're excited for you to experience the things we have in store. And of course, we all know you want to redacted and redacted. More on this soon. And look at these emojis! Do you see these? I'm sorry. Excuse me? Look at these emojis. Excuse me? Puzzle? Mining? Love? Fire? Dog? Excuse me? And of course, we all know you want to romance Hodari and pet Tao. That's what... Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. I want to pet the dog. I want to pet the dog, and I want to romance Hodari. That's what I want. More on this soon. On the horizon, we still have a lot of work to do to prepare for the upcoming release on Switch. Exact date to be announced. So they're not ready yet. In continuing to improve our server stability and queue times, we've made a lot of strides in these in the first 3 weeks since open beta started, and we know there's still a lot to do. Just a few additional features we have on our radar for the release in the upcoming months. Proximity text chat. So this I'm kind of a little concerned about, because fact that flow trees spawn in different areas and people call it out in chat, not having that communication of where flow tree is, where pallium is, really kind of hurts the community that we have in terms of servers. Because you get thrown into random servers, it does kind of, it hurts my soul a little bit that like someone could be like halfway across the map, tell you there's a flow tree, but yet you don't get the text. So maintaining chat history across map transfers. Tomorrow is August 29th, we are getting the Maji Market update. So apparently we are also getting the chat history update as well included in that. Deeper permission controls for your friends on your housing plots, community progression activities, and more. So there is a community slot. However, we haven't had anything happen to that. And the event slot is also being updated tomorrow. Updates to flow tree availability. This would be nice. And more things to do in multiplayer. Hot topics and notable bugs. Merging house plots and missing items. So this bug actually was something that they patched up. The frustration was that this bug heightened by reports that some players could come to your housing plot uninvited and mess with your items. Palia is meant to feel like you're home away from home, and any instance of an unwanted visitor to that home immediately takes away the feeling of safety, and this goes against the very foundations of what we want to achieve in Palia, and was treated as a high priority internally. Both of the concerns were addressed in the patch update, which we observed fixed the issues reported. They've also kept the security work going to ensure they prevent instances from happening in the future. And if you were impacted, you can go ahead to player support to report it. The storage bug fix. Storage in Palia has been broadly a hot topic, and it's something we expect we'll be making notable updates to in order to address some of the core points in this post. We specifically want to talk about the bug fix a bug fix to our storage system that greatly impacted a lot of players. Oh, I know what they're talking about. So you were able to have multiple plots for your house, and so people were using storage on these secondary plots to increase their storage count. And so when they fixed this issue, it caused people to max out their storage and be told constantly that they have to sell. It's always been our intention that the player only has to go through the storage progression arc a single time on their character. To support this alongside our multiple house plot feature, we set things up so that your storage items still contribute to your storage capacity even when you're not using the plot you've actually placed them on. Specifically, we want to enable the freedom of decorating a house slot with as few or many storage access points on it as you desired. This opened us up to an unfortunate miss on our validation process, followed by a miss on how we rolled out the fix into the live game. We shipped with a bug in which players could subvert the storage placement limit by placing storage chests on other plots. We then fixed that bug, but many players had already utilized the bug to place a number of additional wood tier chests on other plots. When we fixed the bug, many of our players were suddenly in a state where they had far more items in their storage than the limits allowed them to have, and forced players to figure out what to do with items in their storage to get themselves back under storage capacity. Additionally, obtaining the copper storage upgrade is very expensive, so it wasn't an option for many players at that time. Even though you could pick up the storage items, while overcapacity, it was a mess and severely impacted the player experience. We then rolled that fix out to players without support to help the players that would be affected by the change, and without sufficient alerting to players that they would be in a difficult state. We also should have provided better clarity on how players can get out of this situation, or better yet, created a way to adjust the live game without putting those players into a broken state to begin with. Sharp lessons were learned in this process, and we Sincerely apologize to those affected. Expect upcoming changes to take better account of the live player experience in the future. This doesn't put in a dent in the hundreds of other features and improvements we have planned and that you've asked for. The game director says, as a player, you can take it as a commitment to you. The best version of Palia is always in front of us, and that's why we'll be pulling back the curtain by providing more updates like this regularly. So, the only thing I ask is if you guys have an update, please tell us the time of the update, because I am live streaming tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I don't even know if the Maji Market update is going to be available by then. I really hope so. Also, a side note. So, in the letter from the game director, it just talks about how thank you for your feedback and how they aren't in the MMORPG region of expectations yet. So they're not there quite yet in the MMO aspect. However, they are still continuing to embrace the game as an MMO. And they're going to be taking some more steps towards that multiplayer socialization aspect. But the thing that caught my eye was this. P.S. Tomorrow, Wizard Crab will be adjusting feedback regarding monetization that we've received recently, along with upcoming updates. Tomorrow is the update. And they've been getting a lot of backlash regarding the premium shop. So I'm kind of really curious as to what they are going to be talking about in that. Because that's all I can think about is the monetization would be the premium shop and the fact that Palia Cat's tied to you purchasing coins. So, hopefully. Thank you guys so much if you stuck with this. This is my first time making one of these videos. Please let me know if you would want me to make more videos like this, or would you prefer more of my actual, like, fleshed out edited content. Yeah, I will see you guys next time.